It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 15. It's the Birds and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
To return, Tyreek McAllister. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
In motion is Myers. On play action, Smith. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Geno. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Man in motion here is Tucker. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Smith to throw on first down. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. Reed Blankenship had the tight coverage and comes up with the defensive play.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Play action now. It's Gino. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. This is to Goddard on the screen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Taken in by Dotson. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's McAllister to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. Now, Gino. They'll try to set up the screen here, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A pistol snap back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. 14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. There he goes again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A first down throw for Hurts. A quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
Hurts going to hold on to this one, and he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3, so they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So, really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the pistol, Smith. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Geno. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back gate for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Vegas.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That is brought in. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. Now the Raiders going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on second down, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll set up to, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown, and you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion is Myers. Play action now. It's Geno. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Back to the ground after the penalty, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. To throw, it's Smith. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Smith. He'll check this down to the running back. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Once again, it's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On 2nd down, Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has the decision to make.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Not much there, maybe a yard. They'll stick with him again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Gino. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Gino to throw. He's got the tight end, Mayer. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On 2nd down, Smith. He's got it at the 3. And he will score! Game on! Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith take the field for their next drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The tight end motioning left here. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to...
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. That's brought in by Myers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Room to run inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to fit.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt. Back is Smith. That'll be caught, and he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And that's going to get closed up quickly. We'll get only to the 37. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run the counter with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right, but they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.